So our second speaker is somebody who also needs very little introduction. I'd like to introduce to the stage Kim Iskander, who is Vice President and Commercial Director for EMEA for Hilton. Please join me in welcoming Kim.
Good morning, everybody. It's great to be with all today. Especially in a room full of inquisitive minds. I've seen that already through some of the questions and some of the conversations that I had this morning. Now, whether you're here to learn, whether you're here to share knowledge, network, whether that's something you wanted to do yourself or somebody said to you, go network, whether you're here to talk to some of our sponsors, maybe see if there's some other interesting people in the room that may be of interest in your team in the future, or whether you're thinking yourself about what's your next step on your career journey. It's great to be here together with you. And talking about career journey, it's one of those questions that I get asked really often, obviously more often by more junior team members. But I thought it made a good topic to just spend a few minutes on with you. And I thought rather than, doing here are my top 3 tips, I thought, what analogy can I use? And so I chose the analogy of Tetris. And so by show of hand, who has never played Tetris? Ooh, okay, we've got one person in the room. Good. So Tetris is a block building game. And actually, when you think about your career and you think about the career of the people that you work with, it is a combination of different blocks that you build in order to get to where you want to or where you like to be. And so, as you remember playing Tetris, in the beginning of the game, it's quite a leisurely pace. The game seems to kind of help you as well because the blocks come in shapes that actually fit in, the building or in the combination that you're building. And, you kind of feel good about yourself. It looks good, it feels good, it's at a pace that you can manage. Or maybe you're one of those people that is already quite excited to go to that frenzy part of the game, and you kind of start swapping the blocks and make them go faster and build those lines more quickly. But what is important, and especially for those younger team members that we all work with, is that really we encourage that phase of discovery. Look at all of those blocks as they come. Encourage them to speak to their peers, their superiors, to different parts of the organization. Help them ask what people read, how they build their careers. And I think most importantly is allow people to be part of project groups. And the reason why I say that is because that allows people to get a more broad knowledge of your enterprise. And team members with a broad knowledge are more valuable. And therefore, that becomes a win-win situation. Meaning, they gain the understanding of the enterprise, you have the advantage of their knowledge in the project group. And I think the third win in this equation is that is how very often lifelong sponsorships are being created. And we could all do with a sponsor or two. The second part of the game is when it starts to accelerate, moderate acceleration, and so your response time needs to accelerate as well. And what is really important there, whether that is your part of the career journey right now or whether you've got team members in that stage, is that you don't only try to build a peak and try to make things fit, but that you really focus on building lines across. Meaning, if you build a peak in your career, if you become an expert in 1 or 2 disciplines, you're going to see that your career journey is going to go quite fast to the top. But then at a certain point, you're going to get stuck because there is only going to be 1 or 2 people in that next level role. And they may not be ready to retire or go explore somewhere else. And so you're going to be in a holding pattern. When you encourage your team members to go not only long, but also wide, meaning building those lines in Tetris, it will allow them to grow their career in multiple parts of your organization. It will allow them to be to be more successful, to stay longer, maybe not in your team, but ultimately when they have that knowledge of your enterprise and they can apply it to another department, another brand, another category, again, that is a win-win situation. The third part of the game is when the game comes to an end. Now, in career Tetris, there is no such thing as game over. That's one of my rules. I invented the game, after all. It basically, end game means new game, right? If you come at the game over place, well, you get to start all over again. And you get to take some of your skills that are transferable to your next role or to your next position. And so I think ultimately, when you sum that all up, there are three things that are really, really important. From that discovery phase, if all of us lift as we rise, that allows some of our team members to really build careers that they can be proud of, and to look around themselves and find sponsors in the organizations that they work with. The second thing is really to go long and to go wide, at different stages of your career. Long meaning it's good to be an expert. But if you are just an expert in one discipline, you may find it difficult to find your next opportunity. So therefore, not only go long, but also go wide. And when you talk about career opportunities with your team members, definitely keep that in mind. And the third part, I would say, is remember to have fun. In career building, don't look left and right and look at the careers that others are building, but really think about what is it that you like doing, and think about the game that you are playing. And I think that is the most important in everybody's careers. So, in essence, are you ready to play the next game on your career Tetris? Thank you.